Hey everyone, this is Bill and Ben Productions here, and here is my Tomy and Trackmaster Christmas layout for 2025. I just want to let all of you know that my Tomy and Trackmaster Christmas layout for 2025 looks almost the same as last year's Tomy and Trackmaster Christmas layout for 2024, but slightly different. And every Christmas, my family sets up a Christmas village set on this table where the layout is at, just to let all of you know. And whenever my family sets up the Christmas village on this table where the layout is at, my parents let me add some tracks and engines to the Christmas village just to build a Tomy and Trackmaster Christmas layout, and even a take-along Christmas layout and a wooden railway Christmas layout, since I own take-along engines and tracks and wooden railway engines and tracks. And we're going to take a look at some destinations on my Tomy and Trackmaster Christmas layout for 2025 right now, just to let all of you know. Here's the first destination we're going to take a look at on my Christmas Tomy and Trackmaster layout for 2025 right now. It's the Ferris wheel, Fargo Station, and Toby's Windmill. On this line of the Tomy and Trackmaster Christmas layout for 2025, we have Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle at Toby's Windmill, Fargo Station, and the Ferris wheel. And Thomas is waiting for some passengers to get in and out of Annie and Clarabelle. We also have some figurines and some animals and decorations on the layout. Right over here we have two boys and a bike right over there. We have a boy getting on a bike right over there. We have a reindeer or a caribou messing with a snowman. Right in front of the Ferris wheel, we have a family singing Christmas carols and a guy delivering presents and baggages on a cart. If you go all the way down to this line, you'll see a Christmas tree right over there. And we have Hero right over there. And Hero is at this house right over there, which has a tree right over there. And a wall right over there where kids are playing snowball. I just want to let all of you know that Hero has a red snowplow on, and he's pulling an Elsbridge ice supply van. Hero's covered in snow, by the way, because this is the Mattel Trackmaster Snow Clearing Hero. If we go all the way down to this line, right over there, you see a log car. Right over there. A Lego calendar, which is supposed to be our living room calendar, since we don't have an actual calendar in our living room. A school right over there, and there's a tree right next to the school, by the way. There's a snowman, a man or woman with their child right over there, a mailbox, and a house right over there. By the way, this line has Henry pulling a log car, and Henry's pulling a log car in front of this house, this mailbox, the Lego calendar, the school, the snowman, and the men and woman with their child. There's snow on Henry, by the way, because this is the 2012 Mattel Trackmaster Snow Clearing Henry. Since he has snow all over him, and he's also wearing a green snowplow. If we go all the way down to this line right over there, we have 2 houses, a woman with her bike, another woman right there, and a woman sitting down on the bench with a wagon in front of her. And if you go all the way down to this line, we see Toby pulling Henrietta. And Toby and Henrietta are at a level crossing. And I just want to let all of you know that railroad crossings in the UK and Ireland are called level crossings. In the US, they're called railroad crossings. If you go all the way down to this line, you'll see 2 kids pulling a chopped down tree, and those kids pulling a chopped down tree is gonna be their own Christmas tree. An inn, which is supposed to be a hotel, a grocery store, and that red building right over there is supposed to be a toy store. We also have a few people, animals, and some objects right in front of these buildings. Right behind Toby, we have 2 people holding boxes of toys. We have a person on a fruit cart stand being pulled by 2 horses, a wagon, a police officer holding a box of toys, and a family. If you go all the way down to this line, we have two mail cars, which are being pulled by Percy right over there. A lighthouse. And a signal box with a signal. If you go all the way down to this line right over there, you'll see a house, which is supposed to be part of the beach, since there's sand right over there. We got a church right over there. And 2 children singing Christmas carols right over there, which is where my finger is pointing at. If you go all the way down to this line right over there, which is where my finger is pointing at, you'll see a brake van and 3 trucks filled with bags of flour, oil drums, and wood. They're being pulled by Stepney right over here, by the way. And you will also see a Christmas tree, a bird bat with a bird and a dog looking over the bird bat, a bridge, which is a Thomas and Friends Mega Bloks bridge. Another skull right over there. Which is supposed to be a village school. And a Christmas tree right next to the village school. If you go down to this line right over there, you'll get down to Brandon Docks. And we have Salty, Cranky, and Boost Rolled at Brandon Docks. Cranky's loading cargo onto Salty. And if we go all the way down to this line right over there, we'll get back to the Ferris wheel, Fogwar Station, and Toby's Windmill, where Thomas, Annie, and Claire are at, which is where we started. By the way, I forgot to mention that we also have a table with a box of toys, a guy playing a flute right over there, and a snowman on a sled in front of Toby's Windmill. So this is what my Tomy and Trackmaster Christmas layout for 2025 looks like. What do all of you think about it? Tell me in the comments. And this is Bill and Ben Productions, signing out.